Bitcoin broke 100K, guys. It happened last night. I was playing a video game with some friends. I checked my phone real quick, and there it was. Bitcoin was above $100,000. I ran to my computer and I hopped on YouTube Live, did a little live stream, which was fun. Had some good people in there, but I was mostly just kind of joshing around, messing around, not really talking about anything too important, just kind of celebrating the moment. I thought it would be a great idea to hop on here this morning and make a little video talking about this milestone. Last night we crossed $100,000 per Bitcoin, and we also passed $2 trillion market cap for Bitcoin. So I want to talk about those milestones and what it means and what's going to happen next. Before I do get into it, please make sure to hit me with a like and a subscribe so we could get this channel moving like Bitcoin heading into the new year. Really appreciate your support. Last night, Bitcoin broke above 100K and we broke through it pretty cleanly. I was wondering if we were going to pop our head above 100K and head lower back into the 90s, but we had a pretty clean break. We went all the way up to $103,000, which is awesome to see. And I think we can expect to see another big move in the coming weeks now that we are above this psychological level of $100,000. Now, what does this level mean now that we've passed it? It doesn't mean a whole lot. If anything, it just means more eyes are on Bitcoin. This is something that's going to be talked about in the news today and for the coming weeks. And the more that people are talking about it, the more people hear about it, and the more people think, hey, maybe I need to get some of this asset. So I do think it is just another milestone for Bitcoin, and it's going to drive more adoption. It's going to catch more people's notice. They're going to be following the Bitcoin price a little bit more now that it is up in this next level, the hundreds of thousands of dollars level. So awesome to see. Now, while Bitcoin breaking 100K was the main headline last night, Bitcoin also crossed another very critical milestone. Bitcoin reached a $2 trillion market cap, and that's a big deal. Bitcoin is the seventh largest asset in the world. I'm not sure how many people really realize that. It's bigger than Meta, Tesla, Saudi Aramco, and it's starting to come for some of these larger companies like Google, Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia. If the Bitcoin price doubles from here, from 100K to 200K, Bitcoin will become the second largest asset in the world, only behind gold. And that is not a huge move from here. I think that we are going to see Bitcoin cross 200K in the next 12 to 24 months. It could be sooner than that. People need to start asking themselves, what is happening here and where is Bitcoin heading? What is happening with Bitcoin is it is slowly replacing the other money we have out there. It's going to replace government money, and it's going to eat into other monetary assets like gold and real estate. Bitcoin has gone from $0, zilch, all the way up to $100,000 per Bitcoin in just around 15 to 16 years. If Bitcoin has gone from $0 to $100,000 in the last 15 years, we need to ask ourselves, where could it be heading in the next 15? A lot of people may see Bitcoin above 100K right now and think it's too expensive. I'll wait for it to head lower in fiat terms. But what if it doesn't head lower? If Bitcoin is in fact replacing fiat currency, then fiat currency is going to zero. So really, to me, there isn't a price that is too high in dollars to buy Bitcoin, because we are going to continue to see the dollar and other fiat currencies debased, and Bitcoin's value is just going to rise astronomically in fiat terms. This is not financial advice, but I personally think it's a lot smarter to have at least a little Bitcoin at this point in Bitcoin's journey than none at all. And if you're interested in really getting a more comprehensive understanding of Bitcoin, the best place to start is reading the Bitcoin Standard by Saifedean Ammous. If you really want to wrap your head around this asset, that is what you should do. Take the time, read the book. It will really break down why Bitcoin makes sense to be the next monetary base, and it goes into the evolution of money and how we got to this point. Now, where is the Bitcoin price headed from here? That's tough to say. It seems like we are in price discovery mode. If I had to give a range for the Bitcoin price by the end of the year, I would predict that it's going to be somewhere between 120K and 200K. I could be wrong. It could go higher. Maybe we stay a little stagnant here. I think it's more likely that we break higher now that we've firmly broken above this 100K milestone. A great place to get insight on where the Bitcoin price is going is the Bitcoin balance on exchanges chart from CoinGlass. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. When I want to get an idea of where the Bitcoin price is heading in the short term, I often find myself looking at this chart because it shows how fast Bitcoin is being swooped up off exchanges. Just in the past 30 days, we've seen over 100,000 Bitcoin removed from exchanges. The less Bitcoin there is for sale on exchanges, the higher the Bitcoin price is going to go. If there isn't enough Bitcoin for people to buy at the current price, then the price has to move higher to incentivize holders to sell their Bitcoin. And I think it's going to take a pretty high price for a lot of Bitcoin holders to part with this asset. So definitely keep an eye on this chart. I certainly will be. If we see Bitcoin leaving exchanges at this similar rate or at a faster rate, we could get some even higher moves in the Bitcoin price that a lot of people probably wouldn't be able to imagine. We need to remember that this is an asset with a truly fixed supply. With any other asset out there, we can always create more of it if there's more demand. If everybody wants an iPhone, Apple's going to make more iPhones. Even with a scarce asset like gold, if people want gold, more gold miners are going to go out there and start digging gold. So with a truly fixed supply asset, we could see unprecedented moves as the supply runs out. Just something to keep in mind. That's going to wrap it up for this video. I think it's great that we passed this 100K milestone. It's only going to lead to more institutional and nation state adoption, along with individual adoption, just everyday people deciding to buy into this asset. If you really want to get a full comprehensive understanding of Bitcoin, or at least get a start, check out the Bitcoin Standard. It's a great book. I promise it's not boring. Give it a read. If you didn't like and subscribe, please make sure to do that now. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon.